Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. Did you guys hear they're actually adding in some new content pretty soon? Something about a frozen virus? Which is interesting because there is already a frozen virus official scenario, so we might be getting a new cure mode for that existing official scenario. Or we're going to get a whole new virus type, which would be amazing, but I really doubt they're going to go that far. We will see. Anyway, we're going to try out a scenario that's been working its way up the popular tab called Tiny Desk Engineer by Dr. Lalv. Now, if I recognize that name correctly, this is another YouTuber, actually, who creates Team Fortress 2 animations. So I guess he decided to just jump in and try making something in Plague Inc. And it's obviously TF2 related, so we'll see what happens. You are the CEO of Tiny Desk Corporations. You've always wanted to create the most useless product ever, the Tiny Desk Engineer. It is time for your best product to rise and allow Tiny Desk Corporation to grow further into the next level of evolutionary marketing. The Tiny Desk Engineer is, simply put, a tiny engineer who might sit on a desk. Very creative name. So it's like what, Elf on a Shelf? But it's a Team Fortress 2 engineer? I'd buy that. You take the engineer from Team Fortress 2 and smash him into small bits to create a tiny version. In order for it to rise to power, you have to create the perfect marketing strategy. Use commercials or perhaps mutate it into something more suitable. No danger at all. In unlikely events, it might become sentient again and develop his own mind over time, but you don't care, as long as your own corporation earns the money and ultimately takes over the world's whole market, even beating Disney. That is truly ambitious. It's a nanovirus? Ooh, okay, this is gonna be fun. So we have some kind of mixed up different, this is interesting. We have some very mixed up different genetic codes here. Why do we have stuff from the apes? Of course, it's like the one thing I haven't bothered to unlock because I really don't play with the apes very often. Darn it. Okay, well, we'll go for metabolic jump, cortisol sensitivity, aquasite extremophile, and viral affinity, I guess? Sure, I don't know if apes are actually going to be used in this or not. We'll find out. Welcome to Planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen. The Tiny Desk Corporation currently finished with creating their first and most likely best product ever, the Tiny Desk Engineer. Now it is time to rise and sell like crazy. Unskippable commercials everywhere. No danger at all. Where do we place down an HQ? I don't know, how about India? India seems like a good place to place down an HQ. We'll have all of our call centers over there as well. So for transmissions, we start with stores. We have to sell them somewhere. It's free, I'll grab it, why not? Hobby pilots. Tiny Desk Corporation can now try to ship their products with planes, but only very small ones for now. Okay, and we have fishing boats. The fishermen will sail some products out into sea. They smell like fish, but who cares? I mean, I'd still buy a fishy-smelling Tiny Desk Engineer, wouldn't I? I think so. Advertisement. A very good product needs commercials. The best product needs to be accepted, and the greatest product needs everything. Well, I will hold back no bars, my beautiful Tiny Desk Engineer. Why are our brains glowing super white here? Wait, this is not normal, I don't think. How do you modify this? This is a thing you can modify? I didn't even know that was an option. Destructive Awakening. The Tiny Desk Engineer might start to get a little too aggressive with his dancing and adorable behavior. I didn't even realize he was animatronic. I thought he just sat there looking cute. All right, Tiny Desk Special. Proud to announce some special editions with our Tiny Desk Engineer products. Let's make you obsessed. Come back to that a little bit. Let's first start shipping the product before it does anything. That seems good. Then we have cold and warm. Then we have poor country help. Poor country? Not the drug resistance? Okay, that'll be interesting. It's untested though. That's fine. We test on poor people. Sentient Awakening. They refuse to dance now. Don't worry. Just shoot them before they escape. Nothing to worry about. May sound like apes, but it's a side effect. Okay, so hang on. It's got the nanovirus skin, but this is clearly an ape transmission type after all. Spy crab migration. They are moving to a new home. Who are the spy crabs? That sounds ominous. I don't like spy crabs. Get rid of it, please. Thank you. I'm going to save up one more point and go for some sort of another transmission. Let's go for the fishing boats, since India is considered to be a wet country. Tiny Desk Corp buys Genesis. So now we're going to get a bunch of Genesis pop-ups about the cure, but it's explained because Tiny Desk Corporation owns it. Well done, author. I see what you did with that. That's completely fine. I am regretting starting in India if this is actually going to be a simian flu type of scenario, but okay. Let's go to the hobby pilots. This is getting me at least a little bit of extra infectivity. Now, normally you don't start with infectivity here. I just don't know what's going to happen once we actually try to break out with the Sentient Awakening, so we're ignoring that for the moment and treating this like an actual product. We'll come back to it, though. Let's go over the Tiny Desk Special that leads to Rainbow Edition. It has amazing flashing colors while dancing rapidly. You can't take your eyes off it. You might even have a seizure. Also, they smell nice. Smell like your favorite strawberry or a trash can. It's a beautiful smell, making you concentrate less, but it's worth it. So it's reducing the cure speed and stuff is what I'm taking out of that. All right, sounds good. I don't know if we want destructive potential. Let's go over advertisements. That leads to mobile ads, of course, those wonderful things that you just can't seem to escape no matter what you're doing on your phone. Use mobile phones to interrupt any lame game played. It reaches a few people, but it's still skippable. We can change that. TV commercials. Now you can buy the most useless but the most exciting product ever for only $9.99. I had way too many nines there. $99.99. Too bad not enough people watch TV. People watch TV all the time. What are you talking about? Yes, I know the streaming wars are like in full scale right now, but come on. People still watch TV, right? I mean, I don't, but that's beside the point. All right. I think we do actually want to just go ahead and save up points and go for Sentient Awakening at this point. That is normally what you would do, kind of like with the Necrovirus. You usually just save up your points and go directly for the special feature. Whether that be apes or zombies makes no difference. Same thing in this case. Paywall, blah, blah, blah. The problem is we're not making very many DNA points. We are infecting a couple 100,000 people per day in India, which is great, but it's not translating into actual DNA. And that is an issue. Gonna wish that we had a bit of... Oh, hang on. We exploded in a couple other countries. That's good. Gonna wish we had some severity to really take advantage of this. Boom! Sentient Awakening. All right, what can we do with our little engineers? Can we set up turrets and kill people? Because that's what I want to do. Organized travel. The tiny engineers learn to organize themselves and travel over long distances using birds and other flying creatures. It's like if Toy Story goes horribly, horribly wrong. Tiny nests. They build nests? Are you sure that the engineers aren't actually secretly birds? I don't know, makes them tiny bit invisible to the public eyes. But do we also get to set up camps and get DNA? Don't know. Rage! They've had enough of those lame humans, so they try to destroy them somehow. Tiny camps. Learn to create camps to play their tiny guitars around tiny fires. And when they have a problem, use a gun. If that don't work, use a bigger gun! Attracts more engineers. So, okay, we can actually place down camps, which we need to do because that's a good way of getting a lot of consistent DNA. Ethical questions. What are the tiny desk engineers even? They can talk and walk, they dance, but why? What do they want from us? Should we accept them as citizens of this planet? I don't know. I mean, if anything, it seems more like a potential sentient AI in tiny little animatronic robotic form, which is a little concerning. Tiny Desk Corp blames apes for destruction. Yes, blame the monkeys. That makes sense. Definitely not just passing the buck on at all. Let's go over those camps. We'll place those down. Tiny banjos. I thought they had guitars. Now they got banjos too? My God. So they attract even more. Engineer in a box. Managed to rescue a few of the newest products from the Tiny Desk Corp. This literally is like an uprising from Toy Story kind of a thing. That's what it's turning into. We'll go ahead and place down a camp in India. Sure, why not? Now here's my question. Did the creator of this scenario, did Dr. Lauv, actually place down toys and, apes in every single country? Or not? Because that's important for me. Apes. Let's see. There are apparently a total of 644,000 of them, and it appears they are in every country. Can we hover over this and see how many? I just see the percentages. That doesn't tell me the distribution in the world. If it's like actual apes, they're all primarily around the African region, which is why you normally would want to start a simian flu in this general area so you can place down camps. But if it makes sense thematically speaking, then there's going to be, tiny desks all over the world, in which case the camp placement isn't as important. We can't place a camp anywhere else right now, so I can't generate extra DNA, but that is fine. Can we do some... Ooh, we got other options here. Everyone back to the base! Small insects and birds deliver messages across the land in order to find more of their kind. Okay. Target the enemy, who want to harm them directly by seeing them as a dangerous pandemic, slow the progress, and then bacon chefs? What the frick are we supposed to do with bacon chefs? Create more jobs in the ranks of a grand rebellion, and now make sure that bacon is always available. I'm sorry to all you religious folk, but bacon is necessary. Rebellion with engineering. They're engineers. They can engineer. They'll make sure even more engineers follow them. Sure, I'll pick it up for 1 point. Why not? Shotguns. All right, sentry guns. There we go. Sentry down. They multiply. They don't want to know how, but they grow in numbers. Yeah, but it's infective. Infective affects the humans, not the little... Well, I guess it depends on if there's ape-to-ape transmission. We did technically pick up the genetic code for that, so maybe this actually would be helpful. Brainwashing, hack into the satellites and brainwash the humans into following orders, but they're very expensive. These are very expensive abilities. I'm not sure that I want any of that. Engineering intelligence, write books about their life. This gets me extra DNA, I believe, from camps, so it's probably worth it. Still waiting for a little bit of like human-to-ape transmission or something. That's what I need. Let's go for everyone back to base. No. Yeah, so in the normal simian flu, you've got human-to-ape transmission, and that's a good way to actually get, like, an intelligent ape somewhere, which lets you place down more camps. We actually Can we? No, we can't place one anywhere else. So that's kind of a problem. Until we get that, it's going to be very difficult for me to realistically get camps placed in multiple countries, which greatly reduces my potential for generating DNA. It's unfortunate, but all right. You know, the humans won't care about us so much if we smell like beautiful trash cans. That'll be fine, right? Probably, maybe, kind of, a little bit. I don't know. So yeah, India is the only place with intelligent apes. It does get me 7 DNA every time I pop the button, which feels pretty good, but we need more than that. Anything that would help me with getting more stuff. Traveling, maybe. Tiny nests, that's invisibility. Destroying, I don't know. The tiny engineers constructed a tiny brain laser. This will make them smarter, but it's untested, so humans get a few waves too. Damn. So that makes them cure things faster, basically. Let's attract more of our kin. And, I don't know, engineer in a box. Sure, let's just pick it up. I think we just unlock like a bunch more guys. Can we please? Okay, Pakistan. Hang on, another camp. I'll set one up, and then we can migrate them later. That'll be fine. Perfect. Okay, the important thing was just to get the camps for the DNA generation. Boom, see? It happened. I mean, it's not getting me a lot of DNA because it doesn't have a lot of tiny engineers living there right now, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and organize the travel of these folks, and then once we get a little bit more DNA, we can move them around. Perfect. Oh, we can set one up in China now, too. Perfect. Let's travel to, I don't know. Can you make it? No, you can't travel to Italy. You gotta go one border at a time? Fine. Wait, nope. Nope. Why can't we travel? No, for real, though. We can't actually travel? Huh. I am unable to actually move. Wait, yes, I can. Oh, gosh dang it. Well, where's the camp? Hey! Hey! You destroyed my camp! That's not supposed to be what happens right there. That's not supposed to be what happens at all, but okay. We'll set up a camp in China. I don't know. It'll have to do for the moment to make up for the one that I just lost. Dang it all. Okay, let's go for a brain laser. I know that increases the cure chance, but I mean, a little bit of extra DNA is still worth it, especially at a time when they're not really working on said cure. Humans are getting infected all over the dang place, which feels great. So, can I move? I can move guys from, like, say, Central Asia. I can move these guys up toward, like, Russia and stuff. We can start slowly moving these guys further away from camps and place more camps in the places I wanted. You're supposed to be able to move the entire camp. That's actually kind of important for when they start bringing in the drones. Send in the drones, but, oh well. Let's go ahead and move from Russia into Ukraine. No messaging about that whatsoever. And set up another camp in this general vicinity so we can pick up all the guys around Europe. Perfect. All right, so we got 3 camps working for us now. Any others we can move around? Do we want to get down toward, like, Australia? What I really want to do is get to, like, North America or something. I don't know. We need to be able to have uprisings of toys to destroy Genesis wherever they do appear. I wish I could move from Russia to Alaska. That'd be good. Maybe from here. Can we just say go to the US? It actually does move them. It's very slow. It doesn't have to be even bordering countries. This'll work. All right, we can make that. We can make that a thing. That'll be fine. So, do we continue going with like TV commercials and stuff? Is that a thing we do? Do we want to continue infecting people? Is there a point in infecting people? Rainbow Edition, the smell of bacon. What is this meme about bacon? Because I actually don't know that one. Let's go for poor country help, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the meme about the bacons when it comes to the engineer. I actually haven't really watched very much of Dr. Lauv's work. I just know that he's a guy who's got like a couple 100,000 subscribers and people like that stuff. I mean, I like TF2 animations as much as the next guy. It's just been a while since I've dived into that rabbit hole. Engineer in a can. Worried that the brand new product might cause more harm than help to anyone. It's quite risky to consider a nuclear end to it. I don't know what that means. It's 38 DNA, which is a little on the expensive side, so I think we ignore that for a moment. We love our customers. No, we'll pass on that. Let's go for a bit of extra infectivity. Internet stores, perfect. Amazon. Now we can spread all over, right? The internet stores are full. It's high on demand, and people are cleaning them out. That's what I like to see. Destructive awakening. Oh, really? Okay. Apparently we're now destructive whether I like it or not. How many DNA points am I going to need for another one of these camps? We got enough. Not enough to set up in North America, though, so we're going to hold off for a little bit longer. We're actually starting to make a lot of DNA all of a sudden. What the heck? Okay, hang on. What's this? Black market. Don't tell people. But Tiny Desk Corporation sometimes uses the black market to sell products. Nothing suspicious around y'all. Yeah, I'm not worrying about that right now. Brainwash the humans. Yeah, sure, we can get a little lethality going for a little bit of extra DNA. No bacon, no problem. Have a bit of a strange diet and need a constant supply of sandwiches. That I get, and the bacon. Without the bacon, they get nervous and jump on people. I could use a little severity, actually. That wouldn't be so bad. We're gonna need the ability to attack things, so let's pick up Rage, just in case Genesis actually sets up, which so far they haven't. There they are, they're in Korea. Hang on. Rage against the machine in Korea! Boom! Solves that problem, thank you. Let's go from, let's say... You know what? We need to go ahead and speed up our travel. Let's do that. And then travel from, I don't know, let's say France down to Brazil. Okay? That way we'll actually have some presence building up in a few different places. Okay? Sounds good. Getting plenty of DNA. Hang on. Rage against the machine in China. Boom. Always destroy those wherever possible, so we can prevent them from curing me too rapidly, though they are actually working on it pretty fast, and it's a little concerning for me. Fear the wave of destruction. Let's go for tiny nests and make these guys less visible. Let's see, a little bit more lethality, a lot more lethality. Target the humans. No bacon, big problem. Might get more lethal. Trip and fall. More severity. I don't know about any of that. Let's consider some mobile ads and then unskippable mobile ads for fun. There we go. That should work for me. Apes causing terror in China. You keep saying this whole ape thing. That's not true. We now have shotguns. I didn't give them that. They just kind of developed that on their own. The engineers are very, very capable folks. Understand that? They're a I'm an engineer, which means I'm a problem solver. Which is actually hilarious, given that I actually am an engineer, and we're taught in college basically nothing else. Be a problem solver. That's our entire purpose in life. Doesn't matter what the problem is, you gotta solve it. That's why I like these strategy games so much. Tiny Desk Cult. Of course there's a cult. We don't fund this group. Of course we do. Looks like some people love this small product so much they started a cult around it. I'm sorry, if there's a cult option, I have to pick it up. It's like a moral obligation or a contractual obligation. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Iceland just murdered everyone that has a tiny engineer. Well, that's just horrible. How dare you? I need more camps so I can continue getting more gas. We're gonna have to start raging. Oh, hang on. We're gonna have to start raging against people a little bit more aggressively. The drones are targeting people. No, not in the U.S. Get out of here. Run. No, we just won't set up a camp over there for now. Let's go ahead and set one up in Brazil instead. Go ahead and attract them all into one good location. We should be able to target drones and stuff, right? No, we did not. Okay, well, that's fine. Musical edition. Oh my god. Church of the Engineer God. It's a religion. Again, I feel like contractually obligated to pick this one up. I don't really want it. I'm not even sure it's going to do anything for me, but I feel like I have to, so we will. Continue working on some of that. Getting a lot more DNA coming in from there. There we go. Waiting for the US drones to go away and stop murdering all my tiny engineers. It's really hard to aim and shoot that high up, okay? Really hard. Norway begins to break down. That's great. We're not making a lot of progress in some places. Like, let's say Greenland. So let's go ahead and pick up some cold resistance. We're gonna want to move probably some people from, let's say, Sweden into Iceland since they executed everyone. We need to infect more people. Come on, get rid of your dang drone. Why is it still here? I saw that pop up. You get out of here. I don't want this. No cures allowed. Seriously, drone, go away though. Helmet spin-offs. Are we getting hats? We might be getting hats. Yep, hard helmet. Okay. Random combustion. Blows things up. Fun. More cold resistance so we can move more in some of these countries. That seems great. And all we need is like more like intelligent toys than humans, and I'm pretty sure we win. Whatever that looks like. No idea. Greenland is getting properly infected. Iceland's still having some issues. Greenland bombs their infected cities. That's not going to save you, though. Nice try, though. There we go. We have some infected. It's kind of working. They're dying a little too fast still, but it's sort of working. We need more infectivity. Influencers. Oh my god, pay me. Instead of telling you to buy our products, we just pay others to do it for us. That's right. We give money to your favorite streamer. They do the work for us. Yep, that's exactly how it works. Mainstream support. We want to reach everybody. That's why we also invest into the mainstream media. With this, we are the favorites on the market. I don't know how much I want that, to be honest. No bacon, no big problem, blah, blah, blah. We're getting a lot of symptoms for free, so I don't know if I care too much about that. Let's give them health recovery so they're less likely to get detected. We have an internet hype. That's cool. Continue farming out that DNA. Go away, drone. Fine, you know what? I'm going to place a camp down somewhere else. How about Mexico? Tiny engineers from Mexico. That's what we're doing. Boop. See? Problem solved. All right, we got camps all over the place. They're working on that cure pretty aggressively, and it scares me. Oh, now you get... All right, the drone's gone now. Doesn't matter. They've appeared in places that don't matter. Hang on, destroy that lab. Missed it. Down in South Africa. This actually might turn into a loss if we're not able to either kill more humans or something. We need lethality. I think that's what we need. Let's go for engineer in a can. Cause a nuclear end. The last product. The end? Tiny Desk Corporation released a brand new product, and now it cooperates with the Tiny Desk engineers. This might be the end as we get news about nuclear fires. I mean, if there's anything I know about engineers, it's that we like sometimes going for the extreme solutions. We're logical people, right? We have to solve problems, but sometimes, you know what's therapeutic for our little tiny brains? Causing problems on a massive global scale. Boom. That feels real good sometimes. I don't really need any of this stuff. Let's see, drinking a tiny beer. Yeah. Random combustion. It's a little lethal, but not a huge deal. The black market, the mainstream cooperation. I'm looking for anything exciting. We haven't gone down this path, and I've got DNA, and I think we're gonna win this on its own, so let's go for this. Let's just see what these do. Square dancing? Oh my God, there's square dancing engineers. We're all doomed. We are the solution! All right, so they make sure every single one of them is a true engineer by performing tiny tests. Oh no, I don't want to go take the professional engineer exam. The PE, it sucks. All right, Team Fortress. They're more than tiny people. They are a team, and a team needs a fortress to operate from. That's just logical. Makes perfect sense to me. Any more labs I'm missing somewhere? I don't see any. We've set them back pretty significantly. Most humans are at this point pretty dead. So now we've set up the Team Fortresses. We must protect the briefcase. At all costs, protect said briefcase. So how are we doing as far as the apes? I mean, there are a handful of dead toys, but for the most part, they're doing pretty well. We've almost got more toys than humans. That's good enough for me. What else can we do? What else can we do? What else can we do? Mainstream support doesn't do me a lot of good. Everyone's already infected. Let's go for random combustion that leads to yay! Boom! A tiny desk engineer explodes on the smallest contact alone. Warning, they explode. Engineer go boom. I wasn't really expecting that, but okay. We got bomber engineers. What is this? Hold on, there's another thing. Lovecraftian awakening. What? This just took a different direction. I wasn't expecting it. There's only one truth, and it's the salvation for our sins against the tiny desk engineer. By the way, I'd like to just point out. Oh, we've already created the. Well, I don't get to go Lovecraft. We won. Oops. I want to point out, Dr. Lauv, thank you for having the best grammar out of probably any scenario I played in the last several months. Well done. Okay, well, we win. 1,040 days. A little slow, I admit. A little on the slow side, but we did manage to get through it. 53 progress. Why even give us the nanovirus skin if it's going to be a simian flu? That just threw me off. But whatever, we win. 22,201 points. Is it a good scenario? Yes, it's actually a very well-crafted scenario. There's tons of customization. It's actually well-written. It's pretty amusing. I think the theme is a little funny and kind of weird and hard to get behind, but nonetheless, I enjoy it. I think it's solid, and if you're gonna pick a theme, even if it's wacky and bizarre and unexpected, you stick with it, dang it! So this gets a big thumbs up from me. Unexpected, but well done, Dr. Lauv. You've done it again. Thank you all very much for watching this scenario. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time.